We'll continue with other recognitions, but for the meantime, we'll move on to the program and invite our very special guest, the President of the Islamic Development Bank Group, His Excellency, Dr. Ahmed Muhammad Ali Al-Madani. Please can we give him a big round of applause? Thank you very much.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. His Excellency Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by His Excellency Architect Muhammad Namadi Sambu, Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Excellencies, Executive State Governors, Honorable Senators, Honorable Dr. Yarima Lawan Ngama, Minister of State for Finance and IDB Governor, Honorable Shuaibu Gambu, Executive Director for Nigeria and the Islamic Development Bank, Your Royal Highness Amirs, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Salamun min Allahi alaykum jami'an wa rahmatuhu wa barakatuh. On behalf of your institution, the Islamic Development Bank Group, it is my privilege and honor to welcome you all at this first IDB Group Nigeria Business Forum. At the outset, I would like to extend my profound gratitude to His Excellency Dr. Goodluck Jonathan for gracing this event with his high patronage. Indeed, the presence of His Excellency Architect Muhammad Namadi Sambu, Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, in this business forum is an eloquent manifestation of the desire of the people and the government of Nigeria for further express the solidarity with the IDB member countries, as well as to strengthen the existing development partnership with your institution, the IDB Group. Your institution, the IDB Group, is committed to expand and enhance collaboration with Nigeria as a close and active partner for an inclusive regional and global development. It is a great honor for IDB Group to jointly organize this first business forum with the federal government of Nigeria. At this juncture, I would like to pay tribute to the late Nigerian President, His Excellency Umar Musa Yar'Adua, who first suggested the idea of a first IDB Group Business Forum in Nigeria. I pray that his soul rest in eternal peace. Rahimahullahu wa askanahu fasiha jinani. I would like to express my condolences to the people and the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for the sad recent events which have claimed the lives of innocent people. I would also like to express, on behalf of the IDB Group, our sincere thanks and appreciation to the people and the government of Nigeria for hosting this event. and for the generous hospitality and warm welcome accorded to IDB group delegation since our arrival in this beautiful city, Abuja, which is widely known for being the best purpose-built city in Africa. Your Excellency, Vice President, honorable ministers and governors, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the objective of this forum is to provide an opportunity for the Islamic Development Bank Group to reach out to the Nigerian public and business community by providing them first-hand information about the bank group and showcasing the products and services that the group offers. This forum is also a platform for the women, the youth, business leaders, civil society organizations, and the public sector to interact with the various entities of the IDB group in order to foster greater business understanding and relationship. Your Excellency, Mr. Vice President, honorable ministers and governors, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me at this stage share a few words about the IDB group. The Islamic Development Bank Group is not a religious institution. It is a multilateral development finance institution similar to the World Bank, the African Development Bank, the Asian Development Bank, and the Inter-American Development Bank. Like those institutions, the Islamic Development Bank seeks to promote the socio-economic development of the member countries by providing financing and technical support to critical priority development projects. The difference from other institutions is that the modes of IDB financing are based on Islamic finance principles, which are based on the productive relationship between financial assets and the real economy activities to support member countries in their drive towards achieving their social and economic development aspirations. Unlike the other multilateral institutions, the Islamic Development Bank does not deal with interest. Another distinctive feature of the Islamic Development Bank is that the membership of the IDB is composed entirely of developing countries, all in the Southern Hemisphere, countries which have broadly similar constraints and development challenges. In its lending activities, the Islamic Development Bank also promotes solidarity among its member countries. IDB Group does not impose conditionalities when providing financing to member countries. The bank actually considers the member countries as his true partners. Similarly, IDB does not discriminate based on religion or ethnicity to responding to humanitarian needs. A case in point is the support the bank provided to the people of Haiti following the devastating earthquake in 2010. Similarly, IDB really values partnership. IDB endeavors to enhance its scope of operations in all spheres of development through partnering with all agencies and organizations with similar mandate. IDB has fostered cooperation with all United Nations and international agencies such as the WHO, UNESCO, and the WTO, multilateral development agencies, public and private institutions, and non-government organizations in various fields of development. In this context, the IDB has a special relationship with the Coordination Group, which is composed of the Arab Funds for Economic and Social Development, the OPEC Fund, the Arab Fund for Development in Africa, BADIA, the Arab Monetary Fund, the Kuwait Fund for Development, the Saudi Fund for Development, the Abu Dhabi Fund for Development, the Qatari Fund for Development, as well as IDB. The coordination group cooperated to finance a number of very important projects in Africa and all over the world, such as the Manintali Dam of the OMVS, that is the Senegal River Development Authority, composed of Mali, Senegal, Mauritania, and Guinea. Despite that all IDB members are developing countries and none of them has a AAA rating, the IDB has been rated AAA by all the three world's leading rating agencies. This high-level rating, alhamdulillah, has been with the bank for almost the past 10 consecutive years. That was before the global financial crisis, as well as during the financial crisis, and after also the global financial crisis. Walillah alhamd wal minna. Thanks to the robust financial management principles and real assist-based transactions, the Islamic Development Bank was able to weather the financial crisis that swept across the world in recent years. As a result of this visible resilience of Islamic modes of financing, many countries and financial institutions around the world, in Europe and Canada, now turn to IDB for assistance and guidance to know more about Islamic finance. Your Excellency, Mr. Vice President, honorable ministers and governors, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Nigeria is a very important member of the IDB group family, both by virtue of its shareholding in the capital of the bank and the critical role it plays in Africa, the home of almost half of IDB member countries. In fact, Nigeria is one of the major shareholders of the IDB with 7.7% of the subscribed capital, and it is a member of all the other institution members of the IDB group, namely the Islamic Corporation for Investment and Credit Export, ISIC, the Islamic Corporation for Private Sector Development, ICD, and the International Islamic Trade Finance Corporation, ITFC. The Islamic Development Bank Group management sincerely appreciate the support that the government and the people of this great nation are giving to the program and work of the IDB group. Today's event, the IDB Group Nigeria Business Forum, is a reaffirmation of the unflinching commitment of the group to support the social and economic development of all the people of Nigeria, in the whole of Nigeria, irrespective of religious affiliation or ethnicity. In the same vein, I am happy to report that the Board of 6 Directors of the bank have recently approved the establishment of pilot country gateway offices, as His Excellency the Governor of IDB mentioned, in 5 countries, Nigeria, Egypt, Turkey, Indonesia, and Bangladesh. The objective is for the bank to be closer to its clients in order to serve them better. بحول الله وقوته. Your Excellency, the Vice President, honorable ministers and governors, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is gratifying to note that IDB Group cooperation with Nigeria has been growing steadily since the joining of the bank. To date, the IDB Group has committed about $470 million United States dollars in project and trade financing operations in various sectors of the Nigerian economy, in the public and private sector, in education, health, and agriculture. The first project approved by the Bank for Nigeria since it became a member was an agriculture project, the National Program for Food Security, from which 3 states benefited, namely Anambra, Gombe, and Yobe. Your Excellency, I would like to assure you and the people of this great country, Nigeria, that IDB Group is your true partner. The IDB Group is committed to support your efforts to combat poverty, illiteracy, and disease, and to promote a balanced economic development and enhance food security by addressing critical constraints in the infrastructure, agriculture, and social sectors. In this regard, the bank group has identified and is looking forward to contribute to the financing of major infrastructure projects in Nigeria, such as the Zungeru Dam project, the Mambilla Hydraulic Dam project, the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway project, National Railway Rehabilitation project, Shagambu Banin Dowel Carriage project, and to provide through ISIC credit insurance for a telecom company, to name just a few. The IDB Group is committed to provide support to strengthen the private sector, which is at the heart of the group's mandate and activities in Nigeria, by collaborating with it to undertake viable projects through public-private partnership, PPP, financing schemes, and to provide credit and political risk insurance to facilitate foreign direct investment and financing, inshallah. Your Excellency, Mr. Vice President, honorable ministers and governors, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in order to contribute to the government's efforts in achieving universal primary education and education for all objectives, the IDB Group has responded favorably to the government's request to benefit from the IDB bilingual education program in Nigeria. This program was launched by the bank in 1998 in Chad and Niger in cooperation with UNESCO and other international organizations. This program promotes inclusive education by encouraging the enrollment of boys and girls from madrasas in the modern schools and giving them the opportunity to learn both English and Arabic in a formal learning setup. It complements and enriches the current national education systems in terms of A, addressing and responding to the diversity of needs of learners, cultures, and communities, and reducing exclusion within and from education. B, this program also enriching the diversity in content, approach, and strategies with the common vision of covering all children of appropriate age range. The program has achieved tremendous success in Chad and Niger, where thousands of children, girls and boys, benefited from this program, which is highly demanded by parents as well as by the governments. In fact, the bilingual education program has contributed to a significant increase in enrollment rates in schools, especially among girls. Following Nigerian government's expression of interest, I am happy to inform you that the Board of Executive Directors of the bank has recently approved $98 million to start implementing the bilingual education program in Nigeria. The IDB bilingual education program will support government policy to integrate and modernize Al-Muhajiri and Tisangaya schools. The program is designed to bridge the gap between the two education systems, the madrasas and the former schools, and promote unity, cohesion, encourage peace and harmony, mutual respect, and cultural tolerance and understanding, with a positive impact on the Millennium Development Education goals and inclusive and value-based education. It will get the Al-Muhajiris out of the street and give them an equal opportunity to compete for jobs and earn a decent living. In the agricultural sector, Nigeria is regarded as one of the countries with the highest untapped agricultural potential in the world. The IDB Group is prepared to support the development in this sector and help attract foreign investment from other member countries in order to enhance food security in Nigeria and the sub-region. In this regard, through the IDB Group's flagship initiative of reverse linkages aimed at proactively enhancing South-South cooperation among member countries, the bank, for example, has made arrangements with the Indonesian government to provide training to a group of Nigerian experts and technicians in the field of water resources management, small-scale dams, small hydropower plants, and irrigation networks to learn from that country's experience and success stories. The team is expected to travel to Indonesia next month, inshallah. This is an opportunity for Nigerians involved in agriculture, food security, and water resources management to benefit from technology adaptation and diffusion. Similarly, the bank would be pleased to collaborate with the Nigerian government to provide technical assistance to other member countries in areas where Nigeria has developed skills and expertise. This program of cooperation among our member countries has great potentialities because of the readiness and the desire of our member countries to really help each other. Walillah alhamd. Member countries such as Indonesia, Malaysia, Turkey, and others are keen to be really very, very helpful. Your Excellency, Vice President, Honorable Ministers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, one of the major objectives of the IDB Group is to promote regional integration and cooperation among member countries. For example, the Trans-Sahara Road has always been our dream to connect Tunis with Lagos. And IDB did finance a number of parts of this road, especially in Mali and Niger, in cooperation with other international financial institutions, especially the Cooperation Group. In this regard, the IDB Group is not solely an investment partner, but also serves as a catalyst and facilitator to mobilize resources from other partners. The IDB Group will work in concert with other multilateral and bilateral development finance institutions to leverage knowledge and financial resources to better support target development activities in Nigeria. Sub-Saharan Africa today is one of the fastest growing regions in the world. Nigeria has a major role to play in leading the economic development process in this regional level. The IDB Group remains committed to support member countries in Africa through the Special Program for the Development of Africa, SPDA. The SPDA is a $12 billion United States investment program for member countries in Africa put in place by the IDB Group over a period of 5 years. Through this program, IDB Group committed to invest $4 billion United States in its African member countries and help to mobilize the remaining $8 billion United States from partners. So far, the IDB has committed 99% of the amount it has allocated for this program. In this connection, we are grateful to His Excellency the President for accepting to grace the special meeting of the IDB African governors on the implementation of the SPDA that will be held, inshallah, in Sudan on the occasion of the IDB Annual Board of Governors meeting in Khartoum next month. With his high patronage and deputing Your Excellency, Architect Muhammad Namadi Sambu, Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to participate and address that meeting in Khartoum, inshallah. Nigeria is expected to play a leading role in the implementation of this program. IDB genuinely believes that a prosperous Nigeria will have positive spillover effects beyond its borders. In conclusion, I would like to sum up that IDB and Nigeria are partners in South-South cooperation and are both working to promote cooperation and solidarity among developing countries. Both are also active and playing dynamic role in international scenes in order to create a fairer and just international trading system for developing countries in the South. In this period of global financial crisis, the developing countries are in dire need to foster and strengthen their cooperation to be better prepared to face the challenges ahead. Because of what IDB and Nigeria stand for, there is plenty of room for cooperation in the form of reverse linkages. That is to say, sending technical experts from Nigeria to assist other member countries. IDB and Nigeria could also cooperate in promoting regional integration by strengthening regional and sub-regional organizations such as ECOWAS, the Niger Basin Authority, the Lake Chad Basin Commission, through identifying studies that could benefit Nigeria and IDB member countries in the region. Your Excellency, Vice President, IDB stands ready to work closely with Nigeria to contribute extensively to the achievement of the vision and economic program which are the key features of your transformation agenda. Thank you very much. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.